Okay. Hi everybody, here again, the Mr. Lee, famous Freddie Lee's dad, okay? And again, just to get those who have not seen Freddie's dad's video, he is 61 years old, and he does marathons average about twice a year, and he does triathlon once a year, and he trains year-round, guys. Yes, year-round. Rain, hailing, storming, winter, he does not care. He'll still run. He just put his hat on and runs, you know. So, okay. So, Mr. Lee, when was your marathon for this year, 2012? When was it?
There was October 7th.
October 7th? Yeah. On a Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Okay, so today is Friday, so it was just several days ago on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold, guys. Yeah. Freezing. Okay, but he did run for it. So, how many people registered for this year?
I think, you know, about, they claim 45,000.
45,000 registered?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's more. You know.
More? People were saying that it's almost about close to 50,000 people who registered. And how many miles?
26.2 miles.
26.2 miles, guys, and Mr. Lee finished it. And how did you feel when you finished the line? How did your body feel? Did you feel like you were about to die, or how did you feel? Okay?
I feel okay, you know.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit tired, but...
A little tired? A little?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, if I ran 1 mile, I would call the taxi. Hey man, help me, I'm dying. Take me, do a U-turn, take me back that way. So, okay, the person who finished first, what was their time on finishing the finish line?
I think, you know, the first place, you know, the guy, his finishing time was about 2 hours and 4 minutes and 38 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, he broke the record. He
broke the record? Yeah, you said 2 hours and what again?
2 hours and 4 minutes and 38 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I got distracted, guys. My birds are flying around for a moment. So we let the birds free, so we'll videotape that later. Anyways, wonderful. Okay, so Mr. Lee, what was your finish time for this year, 2012?
My finish time for this year's marathon was 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow. Okay, do you remember what you did last year for the marathon? For
well,
26.2K?
last year I was doing a few minutes better.
Oh, really?
A few minutes. Last year's time was 4 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow, you remember down to the last minute, huh? Yeah. Cool, all right. So, ooh, you guys see my birdies? They're so cool. Okay, and so for next year when you apply, do you expect yourself to do better, or do you just feel like it's going to average around the same time, 4.5 hours around there?
Well, you know, I want to do better, you know.
Of course.
Next year, you know, because you know,
you'll be 62 years old.
There's a lot of factors, you know, can you know, I mean, you can do better. Depends on, you know, how you train and how you feel the, you know, the race day, you know. If you feel good, I think you can do better, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, and the weather affects you too, you know.
Oh my god, my birds are flying. They're so funny. Sorry guys, it's such a distraction, but they're really beautiful birds, guys.
I like choo.
Oh, you like choo train? Okay. Oh yeah, the Christmas tree. Okay, Brandon. Okay, okay, so, I know everyone's going to want to know, like, okay, you're 61 years old, you're double or triple the age of a lot of people, okay, that could even do what you do. What is your, we interviewed you before in the other videos, you said you train year-round, it's part of your meditation, you do it because you like it, and we asked you, what do you like to do on your own time? What do you consider vacation? You said, you kept mentioning exercise, right? Okay, so you exercise year-round. People want to know, like, where do you get your energy from? Like, do you prepare yourself to eat better or a lot healthier, like a week before you go for your marathon? Or do you just eat the same thing as usual every day? Or do you eat anything different?
Well, you know, I just eat, you know, as usual, you know. But, you know, I eat healthy, you know.
Okay.
I eat healthy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just eat the usual stuff every day?
Yeah, I eat the usual stuff every day.
Wow.
And I train regularly, you know.
You train regularly?
Yeah.
And what is considered regular for you? Like twice a week or like 5 times a week?
I run, maybe once a week at least,
At least once a week?
Yeah, once.
And how many miles do you run?
Well, sometimes I run maybe a few miles, maybe about 7-8 miles.
7-8 miles each time? Each time?
Each time. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought you meant a few miles, 1.5 mile, oh 2 miles, okay, I'm going home. Are you serious?
No, each time I train,
Oh my
I run at least
gosh.
maybe close to 10 miles.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah.
I never knew that. Man, Dad. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. So you do that like at least 2 to 3 times a week, you're saying?
Well, at least once a week.
At least once a week. What is the most you do, like 3 times the tops to run that many miles each time?
Yeah, if I got time, yes. But usually, I run maybe on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, run maybe up to 10 miles, sometimes maybe 12 miles.
Each time, right?
Each time.
Oh my God. And you run nonstop. You're just running consistently to train yourself. Man, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Whoa, guys. That's what you learned too today, guys. Okay, another thing is, I had a question, I kind of forgot. Let me see. So when you run, do you go to the same route all the time, your favorite, or you just vary every time? Do you go to different towns, or you just go the same routine route all the time?
Well, I always go to run in the forest preserve.
Oh, it cuts through Mort Grove, Illinois, guys, if you're wondering. It has bike paths there too.
Yeah, bike path, I run it on the bike path.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you bike through there too still in the summer? Or you just mainly run through there?
Sometimes I ride my bike there and then
And then you run.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sometimes I just run there, from my home.
I got a question.
Oh yeah, Freddie Lee's got a question. What
When
is
you're
it?
running, do you think about anything?
What do you think about?
What's through in your mind when you're running for that
Good
long?
question. Do you think of anything, or do you get
When I was running,
think about food?
I don't think of anything, just on my mind, I just want to, do it.
You just keep it blank and clear, right? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel good.
really?
Yeah.
So at the end, what do you think about? Like, do you think about food? I'm hungry. What am I gonna eat at home, or anything?
So
Or
for 4 hours, you just don't think about anything, really?
Well,
good question about that too. Oh my gosh.
4 hours, on my mind, I don't think of anything. I just want
How
to
do you do
finish
that?
the race.
So when you do the marathon, you run for 4 to 4.5 hours, and you said that you don't think about much.
I don't think of anything.
Really?
Except,
Just to finish, right?
Finish the
That's amazing.
race.
Wow.
You know, a lot of people cannot run like that because they get bored easily and they get cramped up physically and they just don't have any more energy. So, Dad, if you could do all that, that's amazing. So, okay, so now you have your medallion on. So I'm gonna zoom up so everyone can see that awesome. I saw that it was sponsored by Bank of America, October 7th, 2012. I'm zooming up right now. Look, guys, isn't it totally cool? It's got a picture of downtown Chicago. I did ask that.
The best hour, the first year.
Okay, so Mom said that your best hour was when you first did the marathon, your first one. How long was that, Dad?
Well, the first marathon I ran was about 4 hours and 1 minute and 57 seconds.
Wow.
That's about almost 4 hours and 2 minutes.
Wow.
And after that, I ran about that time for a few times.
Wow.
I ran 4 hours and 2 minutes 2 times. 4 hours and 3 minutes 1 time.
Oh, wow.
4 hours and 7 minutes 1 time.
Wow. You remember all that? Down to the minutes?
And
Okay, Dad.
I ran, 1 time 4 hours and 18 minutes.
Wow.
And 4 hours and 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 hours and 33 minutes.
Yeah.
And 1 time, that was 2007. my time was not too good.
What
My
was
time
it?
was over 5 hours. Because
How's the weather? How was it? Was it the weather? Was it very
so
windy?
hot, you know?
Oh, it was hot?
Yes, 2007, that year, that time, you know, the temperature was close to 90 degrees.
Oh my gosh!
And we
In
don't
Chicago?
have enough, you know, water
Ooh.
in the water stations.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of runners
We're passing out, right?
Yeah, pass out and they were dehydrated.
Oh my
so,
God.
Was I, you know.
Wow.
I was dehydrated too. You know? I
Hey.
didn't get enough water.
Yes, last year the marathon was about at least 40,000 people who registered last year. The temperature was in the lower 90s and a lot of people were passing out. The ambulance were there. Didn't someone actually die?
Did anybody die this year?
No, this year everybody was okay.
What about last year? Didn't someone die last year?
Last year one runner died, you know.
How many?
One.
One. Oh my
He
gosh.
was from South Carolina. He was from South Carolina. You know, fireman. He was a fireman.
Oh, a fireman? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he was from South Carolina.
Yeah, a lot of people were admitted to the hospital. There's ambulance everywhere. People were dehydrated. A lot of people registered, but a lot of them did not attend because it was just too hot. They couldn't handle the 90-degree weather in Chicago. So this year was freezing temperature. What was it, Dad? Was it like 60 degrees for this year?
This year?
Yeah, last
You
Sunday.
mean last week, you know?
What was it? It was really cold.
Was okay, you know.
It was like in the 60s,
it's
right?
Kind of cold.
It was really cold.
No, it was not 60. It was in the 40s. You know.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, 40s?
When I start, you know, we start at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
the
my.
temperature was about 40, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When I finished the race, you know, at about after 4 hours and 45 minutes,
Yeah.
the temperature was about close to 50, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you bundle up and throw your clothes away because it was getting hot as you got really hot and burned up, or did
I
you keep your
wear a
clothes,
jacket, you
your
know.
jackets?
Yeah, when I, you know.
When you first started?
When I first started, I wear a jacket.
Yeah.
And after I ran a few miles, I
threw it out?
away. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I remember
Because I got
get too hot. Yeah. I remember like Mr. Lee said that. There were some really nice name brand jackets. He's like, hey, I'll take this jacket. It was a really cool black jacket or something. And so Dad took it. He was like, hey, it fits me. I'll take it. So there's a lot of clothing. So there's probably a lot of donations that people picked up clothing.
Almost in every runner, you know, they toss away one jacket.
They probably felt like it was 30 pounds on them.
When you're waiting for the start, you know, the time, the way, you know, you know, it was so cold, you know.
Yeah, and then they felt like, okay, it's too hot.
You know, you're not close to, you know, for your, you know, keep you warm, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once, you know, you start, you know, running, then, you know, your body warm up, then, you know, then
A lot of people support.
and you know, you have to take your jacket off because you're getting too hot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mom, what'd you say about Chinatown?
I was running through Chinatown.
Oh, so the route went through Chinatown in Chicago, guys. How was the running through Chinatown, Dad?
Well, by the time I got to Chinatown, there was about 22 miles.
Ooh, 22 miles?
Yeah,
Oh my
everybody, you
gosh.
know, all the runners, you know, get so tired and slow down, you
Lion
know.
dancing.
Somebody hit the wall, you know. so-
Oh my
because,
gosh.
You know, it was 22 miles of
Too
it,
much.
You know. And it was tough, you know.
Yeah, so,
when you get to 22
Did
miles.
you walk it off?
Well, you know,
any walking?
I alternate walking and running, you know.
But most of the time you ran, right?
Yeah,
Most of the time you ran.
Most of the time I run, you know. Maybe 10% of the time I walk.
Oh, cool. Hey, that's still a lot, 90% running.
Yeah.
Mine would have been like, taxi, help me, my leg's broken. Even though it's not broken, but take me back home, man. I cannot finish this.
But
Oh my
alternate
goodness.
Run and walk, you know.
Awesome.
But, you know.
What did they do in Chinatown for support? Did they have lion dance? Did they have
Yeah, they
like,
got lion dance.
really?
Yeah, they beat the drums.
Ooh, some drumming?
Yeah,
Wow.
lion dance and drum.
Yeah.
Welcome the runners.
Oh, well,
A
so
lot
like,
of people line up, you know, on the street, you know,
Yeah.
to cheer the runners. on.
awesome.
Oh,
So Dad, is there anything else you want to express before we end the closing on this wonderful experience your million years. Just kidding. Okay, so anything else you wanted to end on this wonderful interview to share?
Well, you know, my run was not, you know, fast.
Well, it's pretty good to me, Dad. Okay.
But it was great, you know. Yeah, because as you getting older, you know, you're getting heavier. But you know, I will keep, you know, running. You know, I will keep going, you know, until, you know, I want to see, you know, how far my body can go.
Yeah, so it's a really, don't worry, Dad, a lot of people, a lot of your fans are dying to see how you're going to be when you're 70, okay? That's like 9 years from now. So we're really excited to watch this documentary, like, ooh, let's see how he is at 65 and 68 and then 70. How is he doing? Want to know. So don't worry, everyone's very curious to see. And each year that goes by is so quick. I remember January, now it's already in the fall, in October now, 2012. I mean, time flies. So, and also, I was going to ask you, oh yeah, Mom told me some funny stuff. When was it that Dad went to get some lobster? When was it?
Yeah.
When was it? When
Right.
was it yesterday or when did he go? Oh, so Mr. Lee, tell us what you do yesterday after work.
Well,
Yesterday was Thursday, yeah.
you know, yesterday I rode my bicycle to work.
Ooh, you rode your bike
Yeah,
to
I
work,
rode my
and
bicycle to work.
how many miles was that?
There was about maybe about 15 miles from
15 miles? Oh my gosh.
From my house to
My-
my workplace. It's about 15 miles.
And how long did it take? Oh, do you use a speedometer on your bike or no?
No,
You don't?
I just estimate.
You just estimate? Okay. How long did it take you to bike 15 miles with traffic or whatever street route?
About, it took me about an hour and 15 minutes.
An hour and
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Because you have to
Oh
stop
my
for the
gosh.
traffic, you know, stop it on the
The traffic,
intersections,
yeah. That's awesome, Dad. So it took you 15
Up to
miles.
15 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
You
15
ride
miles.
that really old bike?
Did
Yeah, I
you?
rode the old bike.
Oh my God, Freddie's dad is so funny. Okay, Freddie's dad got this really high-tech, awesome like road bike, you know? And he found this other bike. It's an orange bike. It's a very old-fashioned. It almost looks like, oh my gosh. It's an orange bike. It looks like a stationary workout bike. It's orange, you know? And it does not, it only has like, it has like really no gears, right, Freddie?
Yeah.
It has no gears. It just has a handle.
Like solid steel.
It's like solid steel, but it's heavy, and the seats are really like really China, like China bikes, you know, like really like not modern like American bikes or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so the seat is very old-fashioned. It's got springs under the seat where it bounces up and down too, kind of, I think. It looks like a stationary bike, okay, guys? And it has brakes, handle brakes. No gears to shift, okay? And you know how hard it is to bike that? And when he clamps onto the brakes on the handlebar, it squeals really loud. He does not care how embarrassing, or he never feels any embarrassment, guys. This bike is so ghetto old. He loves that bike. And so he rides this bike, Dad, really? And he doesn't ride his fancy road bikes. It's really high-tech and fancy, you know, but no, Dad wants that orange stationary old-fashioned bike. It's hilarious, guys. You know what, Dad, next time take a picture of it.
Over 30 years old.
Over 30 years old, guys. You hear that? It's like an antique bike.
30 some years old.
Mom, do us a favor, Mom. Make sure you take a photo of that bike and give it to us, and we have to show the world what Dad rides, okay? I'm not kidding, guys. This bike is so hard to ride. I'm not sitting in
This is my bike.
his mom's bike. Oh my gosh. It's hilarious, guys. So when we get a chance, Freddie's mom's gonna take a picture of it. We're gonna post it on YouTube or on Facebook and let you know, like, this is what Mr. Lee bikes 15 miles. And he is not embarrassed. He's proud to present this 30-year-old bike. For me, I'm like, no way. I'm not dealing with it. Go get me another bike, Freddie. Get me a $400, $500 bike. And where did you get this bike, by the way? Did you find it outside? Someone didn't want it? Where'd you get it?
You know?
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought it, you know, 30 some years ago, you know.
You bought it?
Yeah,
buy
I
for
bought
me.
it, you know.
Oh my gosh.
You know, back then, you know, this bike, I bought it in,
When I'm 20 years old,
you
What?
and he
know,
buy for me.
community, you know.
Okay.
Community, that you know, the
Community
the
center?
store, yeah, community store.
Okay.
You know, and McCormick and Devon, you know.
Okay.
Today, you know, not there anymore. You
Wow.
know, today maybe some.
So you bought this bike how many years ago?
but maybe in the late 70s, you know.
What?
Yeah.
You bought this bike 30 years ago and you still have it?
Because
Yes.
I was 20 years old.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Mom, you're 57 years old now, right?
Yes.
Okay, Freddie's mom is 57 years old, okay? And Freddie's dad bought it for her when she was 20 years old. Mom, how many miles did you put on that bike? To be honest.
I rode the bike for the while a few years, you know.
Mom rode it for only a few years. How many miles do you think? How many miles do you think Mom put that on that bike, Dad?
Only
I feel
around
she
in
just put maybe
the park.
Under 50 miles?
under, you know, just
Like no more.
a few miles.
Really?
Just
Was
ride,
Mom-
you know, for a
did
few
Mom
times.
enjoy-
Around in the
Oh.
mall, you know.
She
Oh, really?
just rode a few times and
And
then
the
she
She knows
quit,
it?
you know.
Okay, did Mom enjoy biking or was she just like, no, this is not my thing, this is not my biking lifestyle? Is that how Mom was? How
That
did
time I
Mom?
was don't have a kid yet. That's why.
Oh, Mom had no kids yet. Mom didn't have kids yet. Were you guys married yet? Were you guys married already?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
very
For how many years at that
And
time?
I was 19 years old, married.
Oh.
I'm 20 years old.
So only one
and I
year.
rode the bike.
So you've been married for only 1 year and you got Mom a bike.
Who's
Wow.
sitting there?
So Mom, you want to come in the video?
Okay.
Oh, come on, Mom. Oh, how come you sang to us like a concert on the baby shower? Mom was so proud to sing, and Dad was sitting there smiling, giggling at Mom when Mom was singing. It was funny. Wow, I swear. I thought Dad got the bike from outside that someone didn't want, and he got it by a dumpster.
I thought you found it.
We thought you found it. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, this is so interesting.
Yeah.
Mom, you gotta take a picture of that bike.
Okay.
Everyone will probably see this bike.
Finish the story. You went to, what did he do after work?
Oh yeah, Dad. After work, what did you do with that bike? Did you go anywhere yesterday?
Well, you know, after work, you know, I get up from my work, you know, at 5 o'clock, you know, then I rode my bike to Chinatown.
How far was Chinatown from your work?
Chinatown is about 4 miles away from where I work, you know.
Okay, so you bike
So,
there.
you know, I rode a bike there, you know, and then I went to a grocery store.
Okay.
I bought some lobsters.
Lobster.
Live
Ooh.
lobsters.
Ooh. Dad's a fan of lobster,
I bought 3 of
guys.
them, you know.
3 lobsters.
Live lobsters.
Live
Live.
lobsters.
Live lobster.
Live lobster. And some soy meals, you know.
Ooh, Dad's favorite, soy milk.
You know, 4 quarts of soy milk.
Ooh,
Yeah, and then,
yummy.
Yeah. I tie it on the handlebar of the bike, and then one side the lobster, the other side the soy milk.
And they were live, living lobster, 3 of
And then
them.
I roll, you know, from there to I roll back home, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's about maybe
How many miles? 20
Yeah,
miles?
from
Oh
the,
my
you know,
gosh.
from
All
the
right.
grocery store.
Okay, guys, so Mr. Lee, what he did was from Skokie to downtown where he worked, he biked 15 miles. After work, he biked 4 miles from work to Chinatown, so that's 19 miles, plus another 20 miles all the way back home to Skokie. So 15 plus 4 is 19.
40 miles.
My goodness, how do you do that, Dad?
In a Beijing bike.
With his Beijing bike, like from China. This traditional bike that he rides, not the fancy road bike, okay, guys? That he rides. Hey, Dad, for the triathlon, you rode your fancy bike, right?
Yes, sure.
He rides his high-tech fancy bike
That bike is only for
for competing.
the triathlon.
Okay, so he mainly rides his fancy bike for the triathlon, okay guys? And he doesn't really do the triathlon to compete, really. He does it out of pleasure and being part of an organization, just being part of the challenge, okay guys? The triathlon, he doesn't do it like, oh, I want to win first place, I want to win first place. No, he's more spiritual. He's very out of that competitive stage of mentality. He does it out of enjoyment, guys. It's not striving for, oh, I gotta be first place, I gotta be at least among the top 10. He's not stressed and concerned about that. He does it out of love and compassion, and of his interest in life. So it's pretty interesting that even though he's not a competitive person, but he does it because he enjoys it. He does it because he likes the collection. He does it because it's part of his life. And this is his meditation. This is his Zen, his way of Zen. And it's great that he doesn't care about competition much because he can focus better. He's not as stressed and he's being himself. He doesn't care what anyone thinks. So he he does it out of pleasure. When he does all this stuff, even though he's not worried about competing, like, oh, the marathon, I gotta be first place, oh yeah, nothing like that. So Freddie's dad is a very unique person. So everyone, in order to find happiness in life, I realized that living a simple life is kind of almost like the best thing in life. You find what your art is and you work on it. You work on what you find that's compassionate in your heart, and you work on that, and that will eventually lead to like more of a stress-free type of lifestyle. You do what you like. You don't care what anyone thinks. You don't have to worry about, I gotta be better than someone else, because that ego is what jumps into your head when you compare yourself. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not good enough. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. You know, I mean, how fun is that? That seems a lot more stressful than fun. So, Mr. Lee, thank you for this wonderful interview. Everyone loves you. Mom, get in there.
Okay.
Oh, here's Miss Lee. Oh, here she is. Wonderful. So this is such a cute, wonderful couple, Freddie's mom and dad.
Like 40 miles to get lobster.
Oh, goodness.
In a Beijing bike.
In a Beijing bike, yes. In a bike that's totally like, I would never ride because it's no gears. It rides too slow. Oh my gosh. So
That's
anything...
a long bike ride, 40 miles?
Man, Dad, I don't know how you do it.
About 20 miles one way, you know, I mean, you know, to the,
Pretty
to
much.
the store, yeah, to the grocery store. So
Yeah.
From my home, you know, it's
Yeah.
about almost 20 miles. You know.
Oh, my next question
So,
is... Oh, go ahead,
Round
Dad.
trip is 40 miles.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
My question is, how many years you guys been together? How many years, Mom and Dad?
Well, since we got married in 1976.
Oh my goodness.
So that's 25 plus 20, 26 plus 12, 36, 38 years. Is it 38 years?
Wow, that's
76.
amazing number to calculate.
38. Wow.
That's amazing, Mom and Dad. So, yeah, this is Freddie's mom, Dad, wonderful. And anything you want to say, Mom?
I'm so proud of him. You know, he could continue to triathlon and marathon, you know.
Yeah.
And he never quit, you know. That's good for him. you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, and when Dad gets his photo shots mailed to the home, Mom shows it off to her friend. Yeah, this is my husband. Dad only looks like he's 19. Yeah, this is my husband. Yeah. Dad's in his athletic bike and looks all young and stuff. Dad looks like he's only 19. So yeah. Mom loves to show off Dad, which is totally cool for the triathlon photos. So yeah, you guys, thank you for this wonderful interview, and people are just loving
One
it.
baby, come here.
Oh, hey, you guys want to go in there?
Come here.
Sleeping.
Just leave
Oh,
me.
just here. Hey guys, let's show. Let's get in the video. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Come on, Brandon.
Come on, everyone wants to see you guys.
Yeah.
Put them in
Come on, go
order.
in there.
Freddie, go in there.
Go for now.
Ready,
Take a
come
break.
here.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
Go.
Come on, stand up. Go to grandma.
Why you cry?
Go in a row. Go in a row. He wants
Why
to
you
watch.
cry?
They're watching cartoons, guys. That's why they want. Yay! This is the leak. Get Jeff. Get in there.
Get in there.
All right,
Go there.
guys.
You go over here.
Here's the Lee clan. The grandchildren. You guys, this is Freddie. Go in there. You guys, go next to Keo.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't cry.
All right, guys. Here are the 4 grandchildren. The 5th one is in my tummy, and I'm the anchor woman for tonight, the interviewer. And so, guys, so right here where my finger is, if you could see, okay, that's Brandon Lee. Jet, the 2nd one. Angelina, 3rd. 4th is Keel's very he's watching cartoons. So those are the 4 munchkins. The 5th munchkin's in my tummy. I don't want to be in the video because I feel like I gained 29 pounds, guys. So, okay, I'll just jump in real quick. Oh, my back hurts. Hi, guys. Okay, that's me. Ooh, I gained 29, 30 pounds. I gained almost 30 pounds, guys.
Hi.
All right, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys, say cheese and have a big smile. Yay. See you later, guys. We love you. And I know you guys are going to enjoy this. We're going to continue to do the documentary of Mr. Lee's progression of the future challenges. Bye, guys. Good night.
Okay, go.
See ya.
Okay.